What's up, everyone? Welcome to Fig Fanatic. My name is Jesse, and let's get this show on the road. Today I have the new Ultimate Edition Goliath from NECA's Gargoyles line. This thing is badass. Look at this thing. It's huge. It's gigantic. As you can see on the other pictures on there, this is going to be an unbelievable unboxing. I mean, this thing's bigger than my head, and I got a huge melon. So, let's get started and let's open this guy up. Box cutter, of course. Oh man, I am so excited for this. Goliath was such a classic character in 90s pop culture. Wow, he is. Obviously you can't feel what I'm feeling, but this thing is heavy. Like for a toy, this thing is heavier than shit. My God. Oh my God. Woo! These things are huge. So I'm already concerned that I just, what am I supposed to do with this figure? His wings are huge, man. Like, good God. So, let's not worry about that right now. Let's set that aside. Wow, this is epic. This was something I was curious about. Oh wow, that is cool. So as I suspected, his tail's like bendy, so you can do all kinds of crazy shit with it to make it fit. Reminds me of like some of the 90s Nickelodeon toys. I can't remember what they were called. Yeah, okay, cool. Sweet. Anyways, yes, tail. We got handsy, closed fist. Handsy, closed fist. Like little menacing claw. Green pepper. Book. Because Goliath was a reader. The Gargoyles were they were intelligent, sophisticated, as well as barbaric and would rip your throat out and stuff it up your anus. Angry head of Goliath. You know, he always got really pissed off and snarled all the time. Wow, they really did a lot of details on the hair. I don't know if that comes out, but look at, even on the inside of it, that was so unnecessary on their part. I mean, for $40, I would suspect they had to put a lot of detail in this thing. Yeah, he was not cheap. Even for a NECA figure, he felt expensive. So far worth it. But no, after 1,000 years, I'm free! Okay, sorry. We all know the Gargoyles had like the most epic kids 90s intro ever as far as like drama. And it was like the same damn thing every time. So every Saturday morning or afternoon after school, you were hyped, bro. You were hyped. You were like, yeah, Gargoyles. Wow. This thing's fucking enormous. We're all adults here, okay? We're all adults here, but they put a little spot for his tail, but ooh. So, yeah. Anyways, he has his giant belt. The details on the gold trim on there are freaking awesome. His feet, they even kind of look like veiny and stuff. And they did a hell of a job with this figure. I don't even know how the hell he's supposed to stand. He is just crazy, dude. Can't really see him. Let's go to imaging here. He is obviously super impressive. So let's go through some of the stuff here. He has his fist hands. He has his little kind of like half open hand. Probably hold a book or something. Then of course you can hold his little pepper. And he has his angry face. And there you have it with all the accessories. And of course, his open hands, knowing how he is. Which I think that's how I'm going to have him. Because he is just so cool. So, I can already see one of the flaws here is that, and I kind of have heard this prior, he doesn't have, like in the show, he would have his wings kind of wrap around him when he was just kind of casually walking around. Wouldn't be really convenient through hallways and such to just have his wings constantly just spread out. So it was almost like a cape. It's a very cool look. These things don't do that. So you kind of have to rock him with the spread wings, which it's only kind of an inconvenience because it kind of forces you to display him. I don't really have the space, nor do I have a shelf that would make any sense whatsoever. I might have to put up a shelf in here just for Goliath. Because I want him displayed, I want him prominently displayed, but there's just nowhere to put him, and I figure it kind of makes sense to have him up high, because he's a freaking gargoyle. Why not? So kind of like my corner shelves over there, maybe I can work something out where way up top, so when you come in, you will see that bad boy up there, wings exposed. The other thing now is I'm like afraid to break the wing. Woo! This thing does not want to move at all. Yikes. Oh man, that's scary. Anyways, I feel like it's going to break every time I move it. Some of this NECA stuff seems very fragile. Alright, time for wing number 2. Probably would have been easier just to pull his head off when I did this. Oh well. They could have just made a nicer noise for this shit, man. Like, good God, it just frightens me every time it clanks like, it's like clank. Every time it clanks like that, I'm just like, well, here he is in all of his glory. Goliath, super badass. Big old wings. The wings are the coolest / lamest part of it, though. I know that doesn't sound right, but it's true. I say this because, for starters, like his wings just are like, see how they're just sort of cut off there? Very square-like, you know? Like, that's not really how wings work. But again, he's meant for displaying, you know, and that's cool. It's whatever. But the other thing is, again, he can't tuck in his wings. If they would have gave you 2 sets of wings, one that's this little cheap plasticky feeling stuff for his pose, and then you got another one that was like kind of a stretchy material that you could just like wrap him in, I would have been real cool with that. I don't know how you would have done it. I'm not a toy expert. I mean, I know I'm the fig fanatic. I just buy the shit, man. I just like to display it. In terms of making a toy, I don't have the first clue about that. I would assume it's really hard. I just feel like if you told me I was going to be sticking something up someone's ass today, I would have been like... So here we are, sticking this tail up his hole. There's no good way to say this. I'm just... That's exactly what I'm doing. So let's just be mature adults about this. And let me just stick it up his hole, okay? There we go. I can't even tell. He's packing heat. Just ask Demona. Here we go. And there it is. And it's kind of, I would assume you can kind of have him double the tail to have him hold himself up. So yeah, that's him with his tail, which is pretty cool. Well, this is going to take some work, I'm sure. But there he is in all of his glory. How cool is Goliath? He is badass. He is gigantic. He will rip your face off. Here's him with his pissed off face. Like, damn you, Xanatos. Yeah, there we are. So, hopefully they release more of these things. I needed Demona. That's top of my list. And actually, that's not true. I needed Demona, yes. She is second on my list now. First is Xanatos. We need a robot gargoyle Xanatos with the removable head to just have his human head on it. if they just make Xanatos as a human, I'm pissed. If they just make Xanatos robot gargoyle, I'm pissed. But if they make robot gargoyle with the removable head to put a human Xanatos head in there, I am so excited they do that. I would just take my money now. Take it a year or two early. I don't even care. Just give it to me, please. Kickstarter it. I don't give a shit. I will buy it. I absolutely love the different head scans. I love the hands and the fists and all that different stuff. But the wings is kind of an issue. They're very cool. I love that they can spread out, but they are kind of cheap and they're kind of hard to get in and stand to do what you want with them. And he's very difficult to stand and to stay standing. But other than that, he's a very cool figure. For a NECA figure, being that he's about $40, I think the price point's a little high for him, given some of the faults in the figure. But on that scale, and that standard, I would have to say I'm going to give this figure a 9 out of 10. So still, fantastic figure. If you're a Gargoyles fan, I highly suggest and recommend you get this figure. Here he is, Goliath in the flesh. Maybe just put his book in his hand. My wife will appreciate that. She's a big reader. She reads like 3,000 books a freaking month. So he's trying to lecture his class. Angry college professor. But anyways, there's Goliath. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. He is just a bad man. Look at that thing. He is huge. I have no idea how I'm going to display him. He'll fit up there maybe, but higher. Over my WWF Hasbros. Anywho, here he is. It took him a whole millennia to come out or whatever it took. But he's here, he's now, and he's ready to rock and roll. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the view. Like, share, subscribe, all that junk or whatever you want to do. But anyways, thanks for watching and joining me. Thanks for all the support. And I'll see you in the aisles. Say goodbye, Goliath. See you later.